Welcome back to yet another episode. On tonight's episode, we tackle the rear bar. I swear, it's getting done tonight. I'm drilling holes wherever, all of the holes, it's getting done. And then boom, it's Christmas time. We've got some braided brake lines. So I had it up on the hoist when I was changing the arms. My dad pointed out that the brake lines going from like the chassis to the diff were like flexing and stuff and was no good. So got some braided extended ones so that basically like as you're flexing up in the, I don't know, like the diff drops down from the chassis, it like was putting all the weight on the brake line. So got some extended braided ones. Well, I had to get extended ones to start with, and I was like, well, may as well fork out a little bit extra, go braided, because then it means I can put my foot down with confidence and I'll be sorted. So that is tonight's project and probably the project of this episode. Now, in terms of doing these, my initial thoughts was, oh yeah, it's like a middle piece, I'll just clamp the top, clamp the bottom, take it off, put it in, but then I'd have the issue of having a big air pocket in the middle. So I'm thinking it might be best just to drain all of my brake fluid, because I haven't done that since I've had this car. So it might be best just to drain all the brake fluid, like change the lines over, and then like start fresh, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. It'd probably be good for it as well. Gives me a chance to like clean out the master and stuff like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, but I might wait for the old man, you know, just ask for a bit of wisdom. Seems to be the go-to guide, but you know, better do things right first time. But yeah, that is tonight's agenda. Part of getting this rear bar ready, I'm taking it off, but I've just thrown a tap through these bottom two holes because they were absolutely cooked. So they've been re-tapped, and now, before I took the bar off, I scribed where I've got to drill the holes. So that is the next step. And boom, just like that. Holes drilled on both sides. Stunning. So now it's time to throw the bar back on and just hope that all the holes want to work and line up. Let's get it. Well, ladies and gentlefolk, the moment we've all been waiting for. Look at that, one bolt. Probably gonna be pretty damn hard to see that one, but 2 bolt, 3, 4 bolt, 5 bolt, and 6 bolt. And would you look at that? Boom. The rear bar, the mission has finally been completed. Look at this. Oh, stop it. All I have to do now is just go over them and properly tighten it up, but I am keen for that. Another job off the list. That was a tough one. There was lots of roadblocks and hiccups and just complete tomfoolery in that. But you get that on the big jobs, don't you now? So that's okay. But there we have it. Oh. So was going to do the braided brake lines next, but I need my car out of the hoist bay now that I don't really need it. So I'm going to repaint my slides instead. These were a real bright pink, like a real hot pink, and they looked so good, but it was real cheap shit paint, and so now they look pale and gross. So I'm just going to paint them matte black, same as the rear bar, and then it's going to look real good. And also while I'm at it, I'm going to take all these flares off because I've destroyed one. You might be able to see the tabs hanging out. I've taken the other rear one off because when I was doing the rear bar quarter chop, it was in the way. And then this one's cooked down there and down here anyway. So I'm probably going to get rid of them and make some nice like rubber flares. But yeah, so I'm going to take these off for now. And I'm going to paint the sliders, so that's now. Holy, it's like a mini transformation. Gave the front bar a bit of a touch up while I was at it because it was all rusty down low, but now it sort of looks uneven. Not sure if the camera will show that. Rock sliders are now black. Rest in peace, the pink sliders, you will be missed. The fenders are Gonski's taken off. I'll implement the rubber ones probably pretty soon. Next job is gotta find, I've got the mud flaps in the car somewhere, and essentially there's a bracket down here where there's already bolts there for them, so I'll just have to cut them on an angle so that they bolt up nicely but still hang square sort of thing. And then, so yeah, that'll be the mud flaps. I was gonna do the brake lines tonight, but I've got to get the car off the hoist, so I might save that for tomorrow. Plus, I've got to get brake fluid before I do that anyway. And it's like 10 at night and the shops are closed, so it's not going to happen now. So that's definitely a tomorrow job, I reckon. But it's looking good. But yeah, I might jump onto those mud flaps now. These are the mud flaps here, and so the plan is probably gonna keep the top hole where it is, and then sort of cut that angle through the rubber so that I can bolt that top hole, and then it'll hang square. That's what I'm gonna do now. However, I don't know how I'm gonna cut this yet. Any ideas? Boom, just like that. Mud flaps. Except, spot what's wrong. I'm not sure if you can see it well or not. Oh, you can barely tell, but see how you can just see the edge of the tyre like square on. I use like the original holes that came in the mud flap, and it's not sitting out far enough. It's not covering the full thing. You can see that side's not enough and that side's too much. But then on this side, I drilled 2 new holes, and look at that, it's like perfect. So I'll probably have to just re-drill some holes on that side. But look at that, all in a day's work. Rear bar is on, mud flaps are on. Everything's had a nice glizzy little touch up. We've taken the fenders off. Look at that. Fenders, flares, sorry. Boom. How good is that? What's next? I've got to figure that out now. I'm ticking jobs off too quick. I'll get back to you on that.